buildings are part of our life. They're not just things to live in or to do things in. They are really what makes our mind. Our mind is kind of like a piece of architecture, or even like a city. So anybody who's involved in architecture will have a lot of fun, because it combines the arts, it combines literature, poetry, drawing, geometry, the stars, music. So if you're interested in those things, that's the perfect thing to do, is to try to become an architect. You have to find your inspiration in everything. In life, you have to look at the sky, look at people's faces, look at things that people don't notice, observe everything around you. But at the end, you have to close your eyes and think about things that you really want to do. Dream. I mean, I don't start any project in any other way. Of course, you have to know about the site, you have to know about the economics, you have to know what materials you're going to use, you have to know the science of architecture. At the end, it comes not from your mind, it comes from your pencil, and it comes from an experience that is kind of magical, from something drawn on a piece of paper that becomes even a city. No, you have to be very humble. You can't be proud, because everything is limited. You have to be very humble and lucky to have built even a small house. You can't really think of yourself as somebody else has to see you. I think what you have to do is struggle for the true, for the good, for something beautiful. How else can I express that? And I think everybody knows what that is. It's not something you can write about unless you're a writer. You're not something you can paint unless you're a painter. But as an architect, the only thing you can do is follow the structure of what you're doing, which is to build something that has never existed before. And therefore it should not be a copy. It should not be just taken from somewhere else. If you don't have the passion, you might as well give up. You have to be passionate, you have to be crazy, you have to have a certain intensity, and you have to be fascinated by what you're doing. And you have to have a lot of commitment to it, because it's like a marathon. It's not just a sprint where you can go fast, and get somewhere. And it takes a lot of training, just like a marathon. You got to train for months and years to develop your lungs, to develop your stamina, your legs, your muscles. And along the way, many people fall away. They drop down, they can't make it to the finish line. But that's what architecture is. It's really like a marathon. So you have to be able to be a dreamer, and you have to be very practical to do anything, actually. You have to be both a dreamer and very hands-on. And you have to fail. Many times you have to fail, and I've failed so many times. People said, no, this will never be built. This is, you're on the wrong track. It will never get you anywhere. So you have to be also ready to accept a lot of criticism, but also not to believe in all of it. You have to believe some of it. You have to go to the site and put your head onto the ground. Don't listen to anybody, what they're telling you. Don't take your camera or your iPad or your Wikipedia. Just go there with nothing, just yourself, and lie down and listen to the earth. Listen to the whispers that you will hear from the ground. And look, you don't have to be superstitious or anti-scientific to understand that the world is full of messages. If you can hear them, if you can listen to the wind, you can look at the sky, it'll tell you a lot more than a lot of encyclopedias. And that's the beginning. Later on, of course, you need the encyclopedias and you need the knowledge of history to do a project. But basically, you have to just feel it and experience it. So don't surround yourself with people who are skeptical or tell you, no, don't do it. Surround yourself with friends and people who will say, yes, you can do it, and you will do it.